Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered ASMR. We've approached this large gate, and it is time to continue on our journey to see what lies ahead. We weren't quite sure what this meant, what this place was. From here it looks like a death trap, but it's hard to tell. The history of Sense Fortress is an interesting one at that. Behind the undead parish, surrounded by forest and wildfire, the Sense Fortress was constructed to serve as a test for those who wish to enter the city of the gods, Anor Londo. Just like the weird serpent man told us at Firelink, we had to get to Anor Londo. That was our next destination. This place, filled not only with swinging blades, pressure plates, traps, and deadly boulders, serpent men and prowling demons lurk behind every corner. After ringing the bells of awakening, one of the enslaved giants opened the gates. There were apparently two other giants in this lair, or this construct. Not quite sure what their purpose is, but we will find out very soon. Seems like we have to go through here to make it to Anor Londo. This looks like some sort of pressure plate. As we made our way through, we saw two serpent demons up ahead, with swords and shields in hand. One rushes at us quickly. We lunge at it as hard as we can with our Black Knight sword, and it does a good bit of damage. We kill it with the second strike as the other makes his way down. These enemies are not easy. They are aggressive, and they hit hard, with their blades soaked in blood. That's one Estus down already. As we make our way up to the doorway, we see two statues. They look like some sort of knights. We made our way up the stairs. There they were, the swinging blades, fierce. The sounds of them swinging back and forth are terrifying. There's a bridge with an enemy waiting on the other side. If we don't time this properly, we'll be killed instantly. One down, two to go. As we run through, we meet the serpent demon at the end, while another creature up above fires a spell at us. We must use our shield here and be smart, not to get knocked off the edge. Kill him swiftly, and we'll make it across. More Silver Knight statues. The Silver Knights, they helped guard Anor Londo, protecting the Princess Guinevere. They acted as her servants. Another weird serpent creature at the other end. Across more swinging blades. Seems like this place just never gets any better. We have to be quick. Swift. We fell to our death. We knew this was not going to be the first time. This place, Sense Fortress, is a death trap. It's the ultimate test of our will. If we quit now, we'll never make it to Anor Londo. We have to keep repeating the steps, little by little. Swung too early. Paid for our mistake. Killed again. A second time. This time, way too quick. Back up here again. We had to be smart this time. Stop making the wrong moves and just go for it. Can't let fear control us. Very good. Almost back to where we were before. Keep your shield up, so not to be harmed. Rush him. As we made our way into the other room, we saw a chest up ahead and another pressure plate. This one may not be avoidable. Lucky for us it was. We're Silver Knight statues. Large Titanite shard. That could be useful. We made our way into another room up ahead with small cages down below. Must be where Sen keeps his prisoners. Another snake creature. Maybe we can ambush him from above. Good. Down he goes. Just goes to show if we're smart. We'll get out of here unscathed. The Serpent Man was damaged from a rolling boulder. Coming from out of our line of vision makes it a little bit easier to kill him. Can't fall off. That was close. Looks like we're trapped up here. This isn't a good place to be. No way to get back across. This isn't where you want to fall. Can we walk across these weird spikes maybe and drop down below? Might be possible. But it doesn't look like it is. It looks like we're just gonna fall to our death if we try. They're way too narrow. There's no way we can walk across. We live somehow. But we're killed by the demons down below. This place is literally hell. Hopefully this time we won't fall down onto that ledge. The Serpent Man should be out here somewhere. Not quite sure where he came from before, because as we made our way outside we couldn't see him. He was gone. We have to be careful of these rolling boulders coming down. The giants here use them as a way to trap us. Seems like there's a door here to the left. We make our way inside just in time. We look inside a little hole in the wall and there's a lift that seems to be going up. It's probably where we need to go next. More traps. A Serpent Man up ahead. Let's let him come to us. If he steps on the switch, he might be killed by the traps as well. But it doesn't seem to go off for him. Only us. They have these things rigged a certain way so that they only hurt the invaders. We don't need traps to kill our enemies. Just our sword. That one was unavoidable, but luckily we strafed over to the left. As Domhnall makes his way up, he wonders if this place will ever end. Can we ever get through Sen's Fortress? More rolling boulders. We're gonna have to outrun this one if we want to make our way down. We were a little too fast. Ended up getting hit by the boulder. But we make our way down, we make our way down safely into the next room with another chest up ahead. As we look ahead at the chest, we noticed it was moving. It was almost breathing. That does not look good. This might be another trap set up. If we strike the chest, maybe we'll activate it. Something will happen. As we strike the chest, it turns into some creature with a giant tongue and teeth coming out of the chest. A body that looks like a corpse. Mangled. Decrepit. This is what they call a mimic. Mimics take the achievement of opening a chest and turn it into a test. The first mimic in Sen's Fortress sits askew in the room, its chain uncolted, and faintly heaves up and down as it breathes. More than that, it makes every future chest a possible threat. Mimics have gangly arms that shoot out of the chest to grab their prey. Similarly, their long legs emerge the victim. A mimic will gnaw on its captured prey with teeth composed of bony fingers and thrust the victim into the belly of the chest. It does all this while its tongue waggles out of its mouth, flailing in an upsetting way. Not much on mimics. Just another trap set up in the world to make our lives miserable. Looks like a lift. See where it goes. Blood stains on the platform. Can't be too careful. As we look, the lift makes its way up onto a bed of spikes on the ceiling. Good thing we jumped off when we did. As we make our way over to a caged area. Another bridge. Goes down to where the boulder was rolling. Doesn't open from this side. Not the first time we've encountered something like that. It seems like we have to go up these stairs to where the boulders are being dropped. We have to be quick. We don't know what might roll down after us. We make our way into the room. There's a lever. Looks like it might move this contraption here. Seems like something is dropping the boulders from up above. There's a couple of different ways we could go. One looks out. The other goes straight away over this bridge with another trap. Maybe we should move this lever and see where it pushes the boulders. Oh, that one goes outside. That's useful. Won't have to go out that way. We decide to press forward, up the stairs, over, across the bridge. We have to make our way over this trap. Close. Another close call for us. Another room. Silver Knight statues. And more swinging blades. Seems like this place just never ends. And this one, we have to run as fast as we can to get across. Time it perfectly with precision. We make it across. There's more enemies up ahead. We must be careful. We made it this far. Serpent Man down. Once again. Looks like a dead end there. Can't be too careful. Another cobra head up ahead. 4 arms. Take him out with ease as we walk around the corner to the left. Another serpent man down the hall. An item behind him. Tight corridors are never good for a fight. Our sword hits the walls. Doesn't allow us for big hits. However, if we can get behind the beast, we can backstab him. Which is exactly what we did. Curious to see what this item might be. Another large titanite. 2 of them. Domhnall had one goal. It was to get out of this place alive. No time for gallivanting and looking around for items and other goods. We just had to go straight ahead. One more long bridge and more blades up ahead. We look to the left and there's another Cobra Man standing there. We have to go. Now. We make it across just in the nick of time. Another trap. Hits us. We make our way over to the Serpent Man. Knock him off the ledge. Makes it easier. Seems like we may have made it out of this hell. Hopefully. We make our way through the fog door, leads us up a staircase. We see one of the giants up ahead. The one that was picking up the boulders and putting it down into the contraption through the hole. Staircases. We have to make our way up. We hear a giant blast. Getting dropped to the platform next to us to the right. Look down. There's a platform. A bonfire. Somehow, some way, we're able to find the bonfire here. That was a close call. But we made it out of Sense Fortress. Well, at least, we made it to a bonfire. Haven't quite made it out of the fortress just yet. Might be a good idea to kindle here and rest up. It's been a while since we've felt human, but getting through all the traps in Sense Fortress made us feel at least a bit successful. So now that we made it to the bonfire, I'd like to thank you all for coming back to another episode of Dark Souls ASMR. Hope you are enjoying it. Sense Fortress is a tough area. There's a lot to get past. I know there's a lot more here to discover as well that I haven't discovered yet. Maybe now that we got the bonfire, we could kind of look around a little bit and check it out. At least I have a safe haven now and I don't have to worry about getting all the way through. Although we did rest here, so if we die we'll end up back at this bonfire, which is good. Let me use some of my souls here, and maybe I can level up. Because we definitely could use some more health. Our damage is pretty good right now. But I would definitely like to increase our health a little bit. I've also been trying to read up on some of the lore as I play through these areas. So I'm just, you know, trying to find some information online and read that off to everyone, because I'm still learning myself. I don't really know all of the lore behind these areas. So there's a lot more for me to learn as well. So we'll kind of learn together as during this playthrough. So it looks like we can get one level. I think I might want to do strength again just to get our weapon up a little bit. And we have 8,000 souls right now, so we have quite a bit. We'll make our way back in here and see where we're at. So let's get back into the playthrough. Domhnall makes his way out to a doorway. The staircase below is where he was before. He could see below all the swinging blades, the traps, everything we've been through over the last few minutes. It's a long way up this tower. There's more to discover in Sen's Fortress. As much as Domhnall doesn't want to go back down into this hellhole, he may have no choice. The area where the large boulder was rolling down might be a good idea to check that out. Maybe there's another way down into the fortress from over here. Let's explore this further. We knew we had to make our way up the staircases fast. That giant, who must be Sen from up above, was firing these flaming boulders at us from above. A giant knight up ahead, swinging at us hard with his mace. The mace is just as tall as we are. Intimidating, to say the least. We're gonna have to attack big if we want to take him out. More tight corridors. It's never fun trying to fight a big guy like this in that tight space. Shield blocks our attack. Nullifies it as he heals with his Estus. Another hard swing. Two-handed. He's down. Another tough enemy vanquished by the Black Knight's sword. There's a ladder that goes down below. This area seems quite large. There's a lot of different ways we can go. It's better to explore now. Some type of knight up ahead, getting ready to fire at us with his bow. The sting of his blade attacks swiftly. He's intense. But we take him out with our sword. Who is this knight, and why did he attack us? Rickard's rapier. The knight's name was Rickard. We look at his sword. Ricard's rapier reads, a rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits are told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty, but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. These chests, they could be mimics. We receive a divine blessing. The other one's safe too. A rare ring of sacrifice. This is the first rare ring of sacrifice we found. This mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Elka, the goddess of sin. The magenta shaded ring is especially rare. Its wearer will lose nothing upon death, and will be free from any curse whatsoever, but the ring itself breaks. That could be useful up ahead. If we have any large enemies we have to face, or another boss, I'm sure something will be guarding the entrance to Anor Londo. Domho knew it couldn't be that easy, making our way into such a royal area. We knew about the Silver Knights, but who knows what else will be waiting for us. Where to go next? The giant hauls a giant flaming boulder at us from above. We had to make our way over to a safe area. A safer area. As we look out to the left, there's another Balder Knight. Not quite sure how he made his way up here. The rapier stings. Stings so hard that it kills us. Right on the bridge. We have to outrun the giant hauling the boulders at us. The only way. If we slow down, they'll surely make us pay for it. The Balder Knight again. We use our shield. We'll be alright. Damn it. He's too fast. He tried to lure us back out onto the bridge where the giant was throwing the boulders. We were able to stave him off and drive him backward. Nothing that way. Looks like a couple of cages. Pretty interesting. One of them is locked. Seems like it needs a key to open. Seems like we're getting closer. A ledge area. Can't be too careful in areas like this, as a knight fires a crossbow at us from over above. That was a close one. Another fog door and a staircase that goes up. A bridge that goes across. Seems like Sen is waiting for us. We have to take him out quick if we want to kill him. Another close call. But we're lucky and we take out the beast. We receive a titanite chunk from him. It was worth the kill, but as we look over to the left, we see this giant, clad in armor, just standing there still like a statue. The Iron Golem is an empty, brutish giant armor that guards the entrance to Anor Londo. The Iron Golem was created by the gods to guard Sen's fortress, thereby denying access to any seeking entrance to Anor Londo. It has slain countless heroes in their attempts to reach the city of the gods. It consists of a massive set of heavy iron armor. The core of the Iron Golem was created by the gods when they fused ancient dragon bones with the power of the soul. Without its core, the Iron Golem is just a hunk of armor. Both Tarkus and possibly Lautrec likely defeated the Golem, but by its very nature it can be reset, which is perfect for training with the supposed purpose of Sen's fortress. Domhnall knew he was going to have to fight that thing. A lifeless, robotic-like being with heavy armor. Before we make our way through, let's see what waits us over here to the right. Table and chairs. Nothing more really, it just seems like an empty room. Only one way to go. Our hearts racing. As we walk through the door, we look ahead to see the giant, the Iron Golem. He fires a projectile at us. We have to get underneath. Hit him in the legs. Maybe we can knock him over. He starts to wobble. We have to strike him now. He gets back to his feet, attacking aggressively. He gets some distance on the beast and run under his legs again. Gotta be careful by the ledge. He wobbles again. We knock him down and attack him with one final blow. The Iron Golem is down. The Iron Golem is defeated as we receive its core and a humanity. We look out to a gate, walled off by bricks, and an orb straight ahead. This must be a teleport to Anor Londo, this ring of light. It has to take us there somehow. We examine the ring of light. A strange thing then happens. We look up. Demons drop from the sky, blades in hand as they grab us. Terrifying. But it seems as though they're helping us in some sort of weird way, bringing us over the castle walls. As we make it over, we see it. The royal city, Anor Londo. As the sun shines upon this beautiful castle. This is what awaits us now. This is our destiny. The chosen undead. this is the royal city that we've learned about, that the Serpent Man told us about at Firelink. This is where we're supposed to go. It seems so serene, so beautiful, but yet almost too beautiful and too serene. Doesn't look like it's very friendly. There has to be the most fiercest of enemies waiting for us here. There must be. There's no way it's going to be that easy. As we look over, we see another giant knight, clad in armor, with a spear in his shield, waiting for us to make the first move. He defends Anor Londo. He's not moving. We make our way close enough, activate the fight. Two swift swings of our blade and he's down. They're not that tough, not that strong. Two more up to the left. So many places to go. So much to discover. A giant building up on top of a mountain. Not quite sure what that might be. We look out ahead. We see the main castle of Anor Londo. That must be our destination. We look around, desperate for a bonfire. Let's make our way into this room. And we see one, waiting for us, as well as a knight clad in a bronze armor.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
She's known as the Dark Moon Knightess, also known as the Lady of the Darkling. She is the Firekeeper in Anor Londo. She wears the brass set armor to hide her hallowed form and help her hunt the guilty as a Dark Moon Blade. Her wielding a parrying dagger may suggest that she is originally from Kareem. After becoming undead, she visits the Dark Sun Gwendolyn at the Mausoleum of the Spiral Depths, became a Blade of Dark Moon, and assumed the flame-keeping duty. She received brass armor, which hides her hideous form and helps her hunt the guilty. She also acts as a guide for the city of Anor Londo, giving directions to the chosen undead.
What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling.
She's the Firekeeper. We didn't know a Firekeeper looked like this. Usually they're not warriors. They're usually shrouded in hoods, look very meek. So we've made it to Anor Londo. What I'd like to do now is read up on some of the lore of Anor Londo, because there is a lot of lore surrounding Anor Londo. I think it'd be important to kind of know the history of the royal city and all that, so let's see. When the dragons of the Age of the Ancients were defeated, the winners of the war, calling themselves gods, founded and constructed a prosperous land, Lordran. Anor Londo, as Lordran's capital city, became legendary with the passage of time, an unreachable city of the gods. It was built by Lord Gwyn at the dawn of the Age of Fire, and served as his throne, surrounded by other gods, his brave knights and his army of silver knights. In the Age of Fire, when the first flame started to exhibit signs that it was fading, and after unsuccessful attempts to prevent this, Lord Gwyn descended to the kiln with already charred black knights in a dramatic last attempt. He sacrificed himself, offering his own soul in order to extend the Age of Fire, and he succeeded, thus prolonging the flame. Sadly, for the gods, this selfless sacrifice originated other problems. The undead curse was created when Gwyn linked the fire, breaking the natural course of the world, and soon, most of Anor Londo's inhabitants abandoned the city in Lordran. Heroes and pilgrims from many eras have tried to reach the city. To reach Anor Londo, they must surpass Sen's fortress and defeat the gatekeeper, the Iron Golem. Countless have perished in their attempts, but many have also been successful, and have reached the city of the gods, such as the Darkrune Knightis, who we just met, Black Iron Tarkus, and Solera of Astora, who we had also met. It's also important to note that Prevalining in the Battle of Stoicism grants access to Anor Londo. The chosen undead is tasked by the primordial serpent, Kingseeper Frampt, to retrieve the Lord Vessel from Guinevere, Princess of Sunlight. In the now deserted Anor Londo, only one god remains in the city, Dark Sun Gwyndolin, lastborn of Gwyn. In order to deceive the chosen undead, he creates an illusion of his sister in the sun, making Anor Londo appear bathed in sunlight and glory, as it once may have been. But should this veil of deception be lifted, one shall learn the truth, that Anor Londo is wrapped in darkness. The real Guinevere has long since left the city with her future husband, Flann, god of flame. The Darknoon Blades now seek vengeance for crimes against the gods and operate under Gwyndolin's command. Also, as her name suggests, Darkmoon Knightess, the Firekeeper of Anor Londo, is a member of this covenant, under Anor Londo's cathedral, only accessible by using a mechanical turning staircase, is a circle of statues made in remembrance of Gwyn and the knights who descended with him to the kiln. Behind his statue there is a secret, honorary tomb made for him, from where Dark Sun Gwyndolin governs the blades of the Darkmoon Blades. Little history on Anor Londo. It's funny, I didn't realize that the sun was an illusion created by Gwyndolin, and that Guinevere is not real. I didn't realize that Guinevere was also an illusion. So that is very interesting. Like I said, learning with all of you guys as well. Probably saying to yourselves, wow, I can't believe he didn't know that, but this game is still quite new to me, so I don't know everything about the lore. With that said, why don't we use some of our souls and level up here? So we'll do vitality, we'll do strength, another vitality, and maybe endurance. Sounds good. So with that, I think now is a good time to depart. This has been a cool episode. We got through Sen's Fortress. I know there's more to explore there, but I really just wanted to make it through to continue on with the story. We may head back there and check it out in the next episode, because Anor Londo is quite large and will probably be 2 episodes. I don't think we're going to be getting through Anor Londo in 1 episode. There's quite a lot to discover here, and I'd like to cover the whole area. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.